Alright, the situation here is that it's mid-round and we don't have any banana control. So the first step towards solving that problem could be a smoke like this, where I'm cutting banana in half. And any CTs playing here at the car, they'll have no vision of bottom banana. And any CTs who might be pushed up to these positions at logs or at the bell there, they're going to be isolated from their teammates, and it'll be a good time to attack them with nades and flashes and retake those positions. So that smoke, from this side of the barrel, I'm just aiming about like this. To the left of this edge of this flower pot and the bottom of this railing. No further left than, you got to be a little bit right of the midway point between this bar and this bar. Anywhere in this area is fine. So I just aim here, crouch, jump, throw. No further left than that, otherwise I'm going to miss that board, as you can see. Okay, that's that one. Can do it from the other side of the barrel as well. Aiming right about here. A little higher is fine too. Anywhere in this area is okay. Just so if you aim too far off, you're going to get a different bounce off a different patch of road, and it won't do this. But this is what I'm going for here. And these deeper smokes are good for pushing through because it's tougher for them to watch, the CTs to watch both sides of the smoke from a good spot. I can do it from this position here, aiming just like that. At the bottom left corner of this brown area, right about there is good. Anywhere in this area here, it's be pretty accurate because it's got to sneak past this tree right here and also bounce off the face of that wall in the right direction, so it does this. But if you aim like that, it will do that. The simplest way is just come up here next to the scooter, aim between the wires right here, crouch and throw. Could not be easier. And that'll do this as well. So that, we're isolating those guys in bottom banana that are pushed up from their teammates. Not as good for, this one's obviously not as good for pushing through, as you can see. But it does do the job. And now that those guys are isolated, those positions are isolated, now we'll attack them. Just line it up here where I can see the edge of this lantern so I can attack Bell. And I aim somewhere in this patch of grass, maybe at the bottom, maybe at the top, anywhere around there. And just run forward, make sure I don't hit the wall on the left of me. Other than that, just run forward and bounce it off the walls with a jump throw and drop it right at this guy's feet. I can do something similar, or basically the same thing, by just coming here. Instead of coming to the edge of the lantern, now I come where I can just see this first knob just past the wall there, and then do the same throw with the molly or the nade, obviously. This molly might not spread to this corner. Like 5% of the time it doesn't spread to that corner, but otherwise it should always look like that pretty much. Nothing fancy about that lineup other than I can do it through the smoke, because that lining up with that knob is the same as lining up with this part of the window ledge, just showing past that corner. So about like that, it'd be the same lineup. Okay, so moving on to attacking logs. First I got to check Bell, because that guy can see me from here. And he's somewhere around here. And then I'm just aiming at the top middle of that sign right there. And just no further right than the top middle, just otherwise I'll risk bouncing off this wall here. And you should be aware that when you're out here, you are visible to mid. So maybe you want to come here and just do a smoke for mid ramp first, like that. And then wait a couple seconds for it to bloom before you come out any further, like, wait for it to bloom. Then come out and do this thing, and from the same spot I can do the same kind of nades by aiming at that patch of grass and just run forward a little bit and jump throw. Again, nothing special other than I can do it through the smoke, because now I can line myself up with some daylight past this roof. So anywhere from around here is fine. Anywhere in this area is good. And then I just do the same thing. And one last way I can smoke the logs from behind the smoke, or I can molly the logs from behind the smoke, is I can do it two different ways. These two crooked brooks, okay, above them into the wood, I can aim there, or I can aim above these two straight bricks, and that's a different lineup. So that one, do that, and then I add a flash. I like to flash from here to do this. And that molly obviously takes care of that corner well, but if I want to do it in combination with that flash, I would do that other lineup that I showed. So I'll just show the flash now. I come here, same thing, obviously, and I'm aiming at the top corner of this brick. Using my desktop view model, I aim the top of the flashbang ring right at that spot. See what I'm doing there? Okay, and jump throw. And that basically flashes anybody who's not on fire here from that logs molly on banana. All the way back, except for this one spot in front of the car, but other than that, behind the car flashed. All right, and that goes good. Like I said, that goes better with this other molly, where I'm aiming over top of the two straight bricks, because that puts in a spot where it's not going to come around this corner, so I can come around this a little better without worrying about hitting myself with flames. And obviously that play really only works if you got a real deep smoke like that. If it's up further and that flash and push through, it doesn't really make as much sense. I can do that same kind of flash back here with at the knob, and I'm aiming right about here. Let me show it up closer. Just to the right of the bottom of this lantern is this little mark here. I'm just aiming right about there, somewhere in that area. I just come to the spot and jump throw by aiming right about there. And I can peek that, however, it's not going to flash me, or my guy's pushed up on that side, and flash is all about the same stuff. One last way to do the exact same thing is same spot, just crouch and jump throw by aiming about up here somewhere. And that's the same as these other two. Pretty much, as far as they're all going to get around this corner here. They're all going to flash back here about the same. Pretty much. Okay, another flash back to this spot here. And I'll just aim up just to the right of that part of the upper window ledge there and just throw it. And I can peek wide, or I can hesitate and peek the corner, but I can't just rush at the corner right away, otherwise I'll flash myself. I'll flash myself. Should flash just about anybody looking at me. I mean, if these guys are close up here, it's probably too high to have too much effect, or if they're waiting around this corner, it won't get them, but everywhere else on banana should get pretty good. And one last flash. Same spot. Now I'm aiming right about here on the underside of this flower pot, in this area right there. And just throw. And now I can attack this however I want, because it's not going to flash me. It's landing on top of the roof. And flashing just about anybody who could be watching me come through that gap there. Including back here. But this is so far away, it's not going to have a great deal of effect. For that reason, it goes great with this scooter smoke. I come up here, get in position, probably wait a half a second so that smoke is down before I come around the corner and make that move. But now if we got that down and some flashes coming in and a molly for here over here, and bottom banana is ripe for the taking. Ripe. Yeah, and these CTs pushed up here, they shall regret this day.